Okay, so this is woo bright. um, this is. I'm gonna take a picture. Hang on, let's try this again. All right. So this is the ear savers or head savers, or this one's the freaky saver because I miscut the fabric. So this one's the freaky saver, which is this one. Then we have, let's see, the ear saver, which is this one. This one is one piece of fabric. This one is two with right sides together. And then we have, let me see, the head saver, which is this one. Again, you need two pieces of fabric, right sides together. I haven't done the snaps one. I just haven't cut the fabric yet. I've got like a whole boatload of these to make first. And yeah. So 1/4 inch seam allowance, probably for everything you leave. It's the same method for all of them, okay? So you leave an inch somewhere. This is my test one. You leave an inch open, like you'll sew all around. Do I have my thingy? Hang on. So you'll sew all the way around. I will show when it's done. You leave the inch so you can flip it inside out. Once it's sewn, you clip your corners to reduce bulk. You flip it inside out, push out the corners, and then you will, I think, oh, I think she folded this one. That would make sense, actually. This one's probably folded in half because that one is the right size. So, sorry, this one is just one. Please tell me I didn't. Okay, I didn't put all those together. So I'm gonna test it with this one because it's stained and I don't care if it's messed up. So once you flipped it over, the way she did it was she re-sewed all the way around. She also used fusible, what the heck is it called? Interfacing. Oh my gosh. And I will show you why she did that. Okay, so the idea behind using interfacing is to make it stiffer. So, and when you're using fusible interfacing, if it's done right, I didn't get my corner, obviously you can see what it looks like here. It becomes nice and stiff and whatever. Now, not everybody has interfacing and it's really hard to find, and it's also expensive. Okay, so I have canvas, or it's almost like a denim. I would use this as well. I will be actually cutting this up and using it with a double layer, or even like fold it on its own like this. It would be almost just as stiff. And there is also this type of stuff. Yeah, it's pretty much the same kind of material. It's very thick, very, very solid, and kind of looks like Atari's old games, actually. So I will try one of the longer ones. Like this was pre-cut before, and I'm going to cut it down to size. I will eventually try it, but I know that it's going to be nice and stiff. Now with these guys, with the one layer, I don't really see a problem because it's going to be pulled at either side. So, you know, it might not last quite as long, but it really depends on you know, how much you want to invest in making these little things, because you will still be adding on the buttons, you will still be adding on, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, supplies, time. So, and a lot of people need them now. So I'm making them to get them out. And yeah, like, and you know, like they're going to go out with some of these headbands. They're going to go out with all my orders. I have masks that are going to be made with this one, with these two, with this one for my sister that she wanted. Ma chère sœur Marianne. She wanted this fabric, which is really pretty. So I'm going to be testing this one, and I will show you what it looks like, and basically walk you through it. And that way, if anybody has any questions, they can basically post, because I will be posting this on Facebook. And I will also post the links to the two other ones, the original creators, because this is not by far mine. But I might eventually end up coming up with my own pattern. Let me see. I do have these guys. Those are the crappy things you gotta sew. I have the pliers, so that's why I want to use snaps, because I'm trying to be time economical, and yeah. Okay, so let's get it started. I'm gonna be using some really bright thread so that we can see, because I'm running out of white. One more thing, if you've been sewing a lot, and I haven't done this yet because I want to get this video out, change your needle. I went through, oh my gosh, like 3 needles doing the headbands. I'm gonna post a link to the trick on using this foot. If I had known, it would have saved my life, and probably a few needles on the way too. So hold on. Don't do like me and do it wrong. I just remembered I was supposed to pull them apart. Okay, let's try this again the right way. So I'm going to start sewing from here to here, and then leave an inch, then here to here, and I'm going to be right back. I could even like sew there, but you're going to be sewing all around afterwards anyway, so just save your thread. Okay, so I've sewn my thingies. I've cut off my corners to reduce bulk. When I flip it, I've left my opening. And of course you back tack to the start and the ends. So now we flip it over. You have a hard time getting it started because it's a very small opening. Use a pin or a chopstick. So that's how I got the other end started. Chopstick will help you, or even a crochet hook will help you get your corners out without ripping your fabric. Et voila. So now I'm going to sew all around, and when I get here, I'm going to fold that open section a 1/4 inch in to match the rest of it. And if you want to be really prissy like I normally am, iron it out, and it makes it a lot simpler. I find when you're sewing it, you don't have to worry about the edges becoming undone or becoming coming out or unfolding. That's just how I do it normally. No, I only have a few stitches left. Darn it. Okay, so I ran out of bobbin thread. So you want to sew all the way around. These little things are absolutely great though to get rid of your bobbins that have like just a wee bit, like this guy here, you know, that don't have enough for a whole project. Actually, no, not this guy because it's broken. You know what I mean? Like they're great for that. Like I got rid of so many bobbins. It's not even like cleared out so many bobbins. It's not even funny. Okay, so this is our little piece. Let me measure it for you. Okay, it's actually not making any sense, but and I used where I didn't screw up there, I used a 1/8 seam allowance all around to do the outside. So the only thing I would have left to do, one lady put 2 buttons so that they could be adjustable. I'm going to put 1 because I'm going to run out of buttons. And I don't even know if I had matching buttons for this one. Not that it really matters because this is a test subject. So you would put your buttons, actually I'm not going to put them on. You would put your buttons about there. If you spill my water, I'm gonna, yeah, whatever. And that's it. I'm trying to use 2-hold buttons if I'm using the machine because it's a lot simpler, but 4-hold buttons are stronger apparently. So that's pretty much that. Where is my, I use, Do I have it with me? Where is it? Where is it? When I sew buttons by hand, I use this stuff. The reason being there's going to be a lot of wear and tear on these, and this stuff is pretty much indestructible. I also use beading silk. It's like synthetic nylon that is used for when you're doing necklaces and whatnot. They use it with real pearls, because pearls will eat through fabric, through thread like nobody's business, but that thread is break proof, and the pearls don't eat it. So I use that stuff, and I cannot for the life of me, and I know I've got a bunch of rolls and I can't remember what it's called. My memory is just like totally gone. I've been just on autopilot doing these things. So when I find it, I'll post about it. Just look for, beading thread, nylon. Oh, what is it called? I can't remember. It comes in a little tiny little spool with cardboard on top and on the bottom. You probably don't want to machine sew with that. I don't know. It's probably going to pop your needle before it breaks. That's how strong that stuff is. Let me see if I can find one. There we go. They come in a variety of color. All colors, really. I still don't remember what they're called. But this stuff is flippin' unbreakable. And it's great. If you're restringing a necklace and your thread keeps breaking, try some of this stuff. So there we go. There you have it. So, and again, I don't normally use the Coats brand because my machines don't like it, but I'm sewing by hand, so I don't really care. Also, one last thing, you want to use the best quality thread you can, because it's going to hold up better to the wear and tear. So if you get pre-threaded bobbins, usually they come on the metal ones like this, and you can see fuzzies on the thread. That thread's not going to last long. This stuff is not going to, it doesn't last. You can break it. You don't have to pull a lot, and it'll come apart really, it'll break really easy. I use this stuff to baste my fabric before I wash and dry it, and then I just literally rip it apart, iron my fabric, and cut it for sewing. So there you go. I hope this was hopeful. God bless.